Yoshinobu Yamamoto has been nothing short of electrifying this postseason. From the very first pitch he threw under the bright October lights, it was clear that something special was happening. The Japanese ace, who made the leap from NPB to MLB amid huge expectations, has not only met those expectations, he's exceeded them with poise, precision, and a quiet intensity that has captured the attention of baseball fans around the world. Every time he steps on the mound, you can feel that rare blend of calm and fire that separates great pitchers from merely good ones. What's made Yamamoto so effective in these high-pressure games is his mastery of command. He doesn't just throw strikes, he paints corners. His ability to locate pitches on both edges of the plate keeps hitters guessing, forcing them into defensive swings. That pinpoint control, honed over years of disciplined practice in Japan's demanding baseball culture, has translated perfectly to the American stage. Even when facing power-heavy lineups, Yamamoto rarely gives in. He trusts his execution, and his ability to mix locations has turned every at-bat into a mental chess match. Another key to his postseason success is his devastating pitch arsenal. Yamamoto's signature splitter, which drops off the table at the last moment, has been his most lethal weapon. Hitters swing over it time and again, expecting a fastball that never arrives. Paired with his mid to upper 90s fastball that seems to rise through the zone, the combination is pure deception. His curveball adds yet another dimension, a looping breaker that changes eye levels and timing. When he's in rhythm, his pitches look identical out of his hand, and by the time hitters realize what's coming, it's already too late. But perhaps more than his stuff, it's his rhythm and mound presence that have truly defined his postseason. Yamamoto carries himself with the calm of a samurai. No matter the situation, bases loaded, roaring crowd, full count, he remains unshaken. His breathing slows. His gaze sharpens. He moves deliberately, methodically, never rushing, never losing control. That composure spreads to his teammates, who often describe how his quiet confidence steadies the entire dugout. One of the most impressive aspects of Yamamoto's dominance has been his ability to adjust. Early in the season, some teams tried to jump on his fastball early in counts. Now, in the postseason, he's flipped the script, starting hitters with splitters and curveballs, then blowing them away with elevated fastballs when they least expect it. This adaptability has made him nearly impossible to prepare for. Even veteran hitters, known for their discipline, have walked away shaking their heads, muttering about how late they were on everything. Yamamoto's work ethic is legendary. Those who've followed his career in Japan remember stories of his early morning workouts and late-night bullpen sessions. That same commitment carried over to the MLB season. Coaches describe him as obsessed with preparation, studying opposing lineups, analyzing every swing tendency, and meticulously adjusting his mechanics. During the postseason, that preparation shows. Every pitch seems to have a purpose, every sequence a plan. Another reason he's been so effective is his seamless transition into the American style of play. Many pitchers from overseas take time to adjust to MLB's tighter baseballs, longer schedules, and more power-oriented hitters. But Yamamoto adapted almost instantly. His training and body conditioning allowed him to handle the increased workload. He learned to vary his tempos and attack angles to neutralize aggressive American hitters. His understanding of how to play chess on the mound, even against sluggers, has made him stand out as one of the most polished international imports in years. It's also worth noting how Yamamoto has used his size to his advantage. At just under 6 feet, some doubted whether he could dominate like other MLB power pitchers. But that underestimation has worked in his favor. His compact delivery creates deception, hitters pick up the ball late, and his lower release point makes his fastball appear to rise even more dramatically. Combined with his elite spin rates, it gives his pitches an almost supernatural movement that defies logic. This postseason, his relationship with his catcher has been another cornerstone of his success. The trust between the two is palpable. They communicate through subtle gestures, tiny nods, quick glances, that reflect hours of mutual preparation. That bond allows Yamamoto to stay in rhythm even when the stakes are highest. He doesn't have to overthink, he simply executes. And when he's executing, he's virtually unhittable. Opposing hitters have repeatedly said that facing Yamamoto feels like trying to hit a mirage. His pitches all tunnel from the same arm slot, blurring together until the final fraction of a second. His fastball explodes upward, his splitter vanishes downward, and his curveball bends like a whip. That visual illusion, combined with his consistent mechanics, leaves batters off balance from the first pitch to the last. Another often overlooked aspect of his postseason success is his stamina. Despite his smaller frame, Yamamoto conditions his body to maintain peak velocity deep into games. By the seventh inning, when many starters begin to fade, he's still touching 96 miles per hour with pinpoint accuracy. His mechanics are so efficient that he rarely expends unnecessary energy. This allows him to stay sharp through long outings and close out innings with authority. Mentally, Yamamoto possesses a competitive edge that borders on obsession. He hates losing, and more importantly, he hates making the same mistake twice. After every outing, even dominant ones, he studies film meticulously. If one pitch was slightly off, he'll correct it before the next start. That relentless pursuit of perfection is why his postseason performances keep improving with each round. He learns, adapts, and evolves faster than opponents can counter. What makes his story even more inspiring is the weight of expectation he carries. Coming from Japan with a record-breaking contract, the pressure was immense. Critics wondered if he could handle the intensity of American crowds and media scrutiny. Instead of crumbling, Yamamoto thrived. He turned pressure into fuel. Each strikeout feels like a statement, not just for himself, but for every fan back home who believed in him. He also brings an infectious sense of respect to the game. You never see him showboat or taunt hitters. After a big inning, he simply tips his cap, walks calmly back to the dugout, and prepares for the next battle. That humility, combined with his dominance, has earned him admiration even from opposing fans. In an era where emotion often spills over, Yamamoto's discipline is refreshing. His postseason success also highlights the power of cultural influence. Japanese baseball emphasizes fundamentals, discipline, and respect for the craft, all values that define Yamamoto's approach. While MLB often celebrates raw power, Yamamoto reminds everyone that precision, preparation, and patience can be just as lethal. He's brought that philosophy to the biggest stage and shown that control and craft still win championships. When analysts break down his outings, one theme keeps reappearing: his ability to stay unpredictable. No two games are the same. In one start, he might rely heavily on the splitter, in another, he'll dominate with fastballs and sliders. This constant evolution keeps scouting reports nearly useless. Hitters can't sit on one pitch, because Yamamoto never gives them a pattern to exploit. Even under postseason spotlight, where every pitch is magnified, he seems immune to nerves. Teammates talk about how he listens to the crowd roar but never lets it in. He thrives in chaos. For Yamamoto, the mound is a sanctuary, a place where noise disappears and focus takes over. That mental stillness, that ability to find clarity amid pressure, is the hallmark of a true ace. What's truly special is how his performances have united fans across borders. Japanese supporters stay up all night to watch his starts, while American fans have embraced him as one of the most exciting new stars in baseball. In every stadium, you see a mix of Japanese flags and Dodgers caps waving together. Yamamoto's success has become a bridge between cultures, reminding everyone that baseball is a universal language. His leadership also stands out. Though soft-spoken, he leads by example. Younger pitchers in the clubhouse observe his routines, the stretching, the focus, the meditation before games, and try to emulate them. He's setting a new standard for professionalism and preparation, not through speeches, but through quiet excellence. This postseason has also revealed his adaptability to different climates and ballparks. Whether pitching in the cool, dry air of Los Angeles or the humid tension of the East Coast, he's been equally dominant. His ability to adjust grips and approaches based on conditions shows a level of maturity beyond his years. Pitching coach feedback highlights another secret: Yamamoto's almost surgical ability to repeat his mechanics. His delivery is compact, consistent, and nearly identical on every pitch. That mechanical precision minimizes mistakes and maximizes deception. It's why his walk rate remains so low, even when facing elite hitters. Fans have been particularly captivated by his demeanor after strikeouts. There's no fist pumping or shouting, just a calm exhale, a quiet nod, and a reset. It's almost eerie how collected he remains, even after retiring a lineup's heart with ease. That composure projects dominance. Opponents can feel it, even before the first pitch of the next inning. Behind the scenes, teammates talk about how seriously he takes recovery. Ice baths, stretching, careful diet, all part of his meticulous process. He treats his body like an instrument that must stay perfectly tuned. That commitment ensures his velocity and movement stay consistent deep into October, when many others start to fade. There's also the strategic influence of his coaching staff. They've learned to trust his instincts, often letting him call his own sequences. That trust empowers him to pitch freely, using intuition built over years in Japan's highly tactical league. When given that autonomy, Yamamoto's creativity shines. He'll throw a first pitch curve to a power hitter or back-to-back splitters to a contact specialist. What stands out most, though, is his aura. When he takes the mound, there's a shift in energy. The crowd quiets slightly, the defense sharpens, and even the opposing dugout seems to brace for impact. That kind of presence can't be taught, it's earned, pitch by pitch, through consistency and command. Each postseason game has added a new chapter to his legend. One start featured 10 strikeouts and 0 walks, another saw him escape a bases-loaded jam with surgical precision. Each performance reinforces the same truth: Yamamoto isn't just a great pitcher, he's a generational talent in the making. In the end, what makes Yoshinobu Yamamoto so effective this postseason isn't one thing, it's everything. His control, his pitch mix, his mentality, his preparation, his respect for the game, all combine into a complete package rarely seen, even among MLB's best. He's the kind of player who makes fans believe they're witnessing something historic. Every postseason needs its hero, and this year, that hero wears the calm expression of a man from Japan who's mastering the art of baseball on the biggest stage in the world. Yoshinobu Yamamoto's story is far from over, but one thing is certain: he's already carved his name into October lore, one perfect pitch at a time.